Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. I want to just update you that Breakout is imminent on the Cardano chart. So in the next few hours, let's say in the next, I believe between, this is UK time, right? It's now around 7:30 nearly here in the evening in the UK. So I would expect, like, in the next 6 hours, something to happen. It was a pretty boring day for ADA, and we have seen this consolidation here, which is really nice, actually. It's good to see a consolidation after this huge pump. What I've drawn here is the same that we've actually seen down here. I haven't made it that clear, but in the previous pump, which just happened a few days ago, we've seen that pump and then something like a mini bull flag. This is actually not a, well, this sort of is a bull flag down here, because with the bull flag, what you normally, well, it's actually a bullish pennant. So a bit of education we want to put in here, because a lot of you guys actually like learning that stuff, I found from the comments. So there are two things. When you have this flagpole here, and then you have something like a symmetrical triangle. I mean, this is oftentimes not 100% symmetrical, but you could even connect it to that wick here, and then you have pretty much a symmetrical triangle. So a symmetrical triangle that before that, if you then saw a huge pump like that and like a flagpole, so I actually added this red line to make it clearer. If you have that and then you have a triangle forming, this is called a bullish pennant. So it is a trend continuation pattern, and it indicates that if volumes are decreasing as price consolidates, then we should see a move to the upside. And let's take a look at the volume. You can clearly see that volume is decreasing. So that makes me think that we will see in the next 6 hours, see a pump to the upside. Okay, so not guaranteed, but it looks pretty likely, considering that we really are seeing really nice prices for Bitcoin at the moment, even though we are in a bearish pattern in Bitcoin. Don't forget that, but it's pretty much doing what we said it would be doing. And in both videos today, I said that probably today, or maybe now around the time, or towards tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, let's say in the next 6 hours, we will see something happen. But I predicted that we would stay within this triangle, and we did. And that's just nice to see that confirmation. And I said I'd like us to be, as long as possible, in this flag, in this triangle. It's not a flag, it's a bullish pennant, but it doesn't make a difference in the end. Because then these moving averages can catch up a little bit, and it will provide support in case we should break to the downside, because this is always possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Even if you have a bullish flag or a bullish pennant, even if you have these patterns, and there's always something that can move the price in a different direction. So things are never guaranteed. I think, depending on what pattern you can identify, some work out in 70% of the cases, roughly, So this is never guaranteed, right? So I've been quite lucky that the things that I said played out as they did the last few times, but bear in mind, I can always be wrong as well. But I really try to carefully analyze these charts and really try to look at everything. The only thing that makes me a bit concerned is the MACD, which is actually going into the red zone at the moment. But we've seen back here that this doesn't necessarily need to mean much. I mean, just before, we had that before, guys, just before we saw that huge pump here, we went into the red as well. So don't be too fooled by that. Always take a look at the whole picture. Don't look at one indicator only. It's important always to take the whole picture into account. Not just one indicator, not just support resistance lines, not just, a possible bullish pennant. It's the whole picture, and looking at the whole picture, and it's always a little bit of a gut feel as well. I would say we're going up. So we can expect that in the next 6 hours. There will be a key moment for Bitcoin as well. And Bitcoin, by the way, is doing what we said as well. So I said that today we would be seeing the 50K. And well, even though it hasn't been the 50K yet, we've been at 49,838. So I should really start to do day trading, honestly. I think really I get a lot of confidence with this stuff. I haven't, I've traded on the, I've traded stocks and shares for a long time. And then I stopped because I'm now very involved in my full-time job. So I can't really do any day trading. But I'm, maybe I should start again. it is really fun for me, and I really enjoy it, and it seems to work also with cryptos. To be honest, I've always really been involved only with stocks and shares in terms of trading. Haven't really day traded cryptos, but it seems like this just works as stocks and shares run as well. So technical analysis works. If people say it doesn't work, you know, there are people who only believe in fundamentals, who say technical analysis doesn't work. Other people say fundamentals don't really make a difference. It's always charts. You know, you only look at the charts. A lot of people doing the Elliott wave theory are saying that, but for me, it's a combination of things. For me, the world isn't that easy. So for me, it's always, you have the fundamentals, and for me, fundamentals play a big role in long-term investing. But then you also have the charts, which work more on a shorter term basis, but also on the long run, give very good indications of where the price could be heading. For me, it's a combination. I think for me, the charts are more important, but the fundamentals really back it up. And the fundamentals, and especially if certain news come out, they can really be a catalyst for, you know, if you are at a point here, for example, where breakout is likely to happen, if bad news come out, you know, this could be the catalyst for it to go down. But if good news come out and the breakout is going to happen anyway, this could really boost it. So what I actually wanted to show you, because I always want to put a bit of education, and you can see this is pretty much what we can see on the ADA chart. So it's called a bull pennant. And this is pretty much exactly what we have here. You know, obviously it never looks 100% the same, but you can argue this is very, very similar. And what it basically is that you have this when there's a significant upward move before the pattern, and what we want to see, what's happening in a bullish pennant. In a bullish pennant, strong positive sentiment causes a market to spike higher. The bullish buyers that have pushed the mark higher then might back off, which we are seeing now, and take profit, while bears sense the potential for a retracement. This parity between supply and demand causes its price to consolidate. This parity can't last forever, though. In a bullish pennant, the positive sentiment wins out. Those traders who have been waiting to buy the market leap in and send it skyward once more. So we want to move skyward, guys. And what they also say is normally when that works out, that bullish pennant, you see a spike in volume. So I mean, on the weekends, there's never that much volume, but we want to be hopeful that we will see a spike when this in the next few hours. I mean, it's really that next candle that really, the next two candles will decide where the price is heading. You can see this, you know, for the last few hours, it's really been around this 242, 240, yeah, but in this range it's traded. So, I mean, I'm not now on the 4-hour chart. We can have a quick look at the hour chart. This is very exciting, guys. And by the way, the live streaming works. I just have to test it. I did try it privately, but I'd really like to do a public live stream and test it. So here we can even see it clearer. I mean, it's always a bit subjective. I mean, you can argue, do you position it here? Do you position it here? When, you know, if we do this, it would look slightly bearish because you want to have a as symmetric as possible triangle. Unfortunately, these moving averages, which I thought they would, they didn't push the price higher. I thought they would, but this is only on the 1-hour chart, so they are not that meaningful. And if we take a look at the 1-hour chart, it's really that next one, the next one after that, next one after that, next one after that. And the more we are squeezed, the more we are squeezed in, the more likely it is that we get a huge pump. Because it's really like, I always visualize it like a spring, that the price is really condensed and condensed and condensed. There's a lot of pressure building up. And then, guys, there will be something happening which is huge. Unfortunately, here we are now moving into bearish territory on the RSI, which is necessarily a problem, honestly. We have been there before, and this was before a huge, well, not huge, but before a pump from, where were we? From 208 to 239. So, right, it's actually a good sign, I think. Volume coming down, which is a good sign in this current formation. Also, I think we've been long enough here now in the red zone on the MACD, so chances are we're going up again as well. And yeah, let's just hope this will play out as predicted. Bitcoin, I think, has obviously now reached the psychological 50K. I thought we might go up maybe up to this point here, but before we go there, because we've now hit the 50k, which honestly is a psychological mark, so we pretty much accurately hit it today. We've tested it, we've dropped off. So it might be we drop now down to the 48,000 again, somewhere here, to hit this lower support level. And then hopefully this will help us to climb up. Again, this is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. The RSI is moving, well, we're not yet in overbought territory, which is also good. So MACD is green. There's just, you know, it's hard to predict what's happening now. I would need to go into the micro now. I need to go into the 1 hour to see what kind of patterns are forming here. At the moment, it looks like we are climbing up. And at the moment, it looks like that we are seeing actually something like small bull flags playing out here. This was not a bull flag, but here again, there was a small bull flag leading higher. It could be another one. So this is then what's happening in the micro, you know, sort of level. The good thing is, and that has happened, has been happening throughout the day today, that this moving average here is actually supporting the price. So if that carries on, we will slightly move to the upside and might actually go above the 50k. So the possibility is certainly there, guys. And again, this will be huge, guys. In the next few hours, I can't wait. Something will happen on the ADA, with the ADA price. Let me know in the comments what you think will happen. I'm sure there will be a few rockets in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this update. If you liked it, please smash the like button. And if you want to subscribe, please do so. And please leave a comment. That helps the algorithm and the channel. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.